My people not be smart, you know. It don't happen, no. The truth don't they come outside small. Lagos government don't release paper come outside the way leak to social media. We make a lot of people they wonder. So what be this one? Where they told say Lagos state government Babajide Sanwo-Olu approved say me they go do burial for 103 people. Many people come they talk say this body where they want do burial for. Whether now where the body for come from, like because many people don't they drag Lagos state government say this one not be from NSAS, so this one na NSAS body now she be they talk say nobody buy for NSAS. How come they won't do burial for 103 people? My people say they won't do burial for 103 people. Where they take see the body, Lagos state government say now people will be say don't they buy for long time we no get papa and mama. Now those one will be say they don't keep for mortuary. Now that one night they won't come go do the burial for 103 people. Many people say no be true to. He say because this body now from the NSAS according to waiting people they talk. My people not be smart, you know. People they talk say so this burial will be say governor can't approve, Babajide can't approve now. The one way I be the one call musician, I mean they can't do the big burial for them. I been waiting be the thing what they won't do because the kind of money will be say they approve, say me they go do burial of 103 people. My people go shock on and say 103 people, my people. Not be smart, you know, a lot my people. This one shock many people. A lot of people they toss now from NSAS. Say many of the, even if all of them not be from NSAS, most of it is from NSAS according to waiting people they talk, my people. Make una understand that one. So my people, I go like make una go watch video. Make una see the way the Lagos government approve. Say me they go do waiting burial for 103 people. Where the document can leak to social media. Where make people come to talk say waiting they happen for this country, my people.
Basically a right of reply session. Yesterday, we had Dele Farutimi, who was one of the lawyers to the NSAS victims and who followed the process on this program. And he said that the statement by the Lagos state government clarifying the situation with regard to the 103 NSAS victims is full of lies, that the Lagos state government is not telling the truth. Particularly when the Lagos state government claims that nobody died at the Lekki toll gate, or that there were no killings at the Lekki toll gate, and that there's a discrepancy between the report of the Justice Doris Okuwobi panel and the eventual white paper that was issued by the Lagos state government. So, is the Lagos state government guilty as charged? Is government lying to the people? And was a letter with regard to the contractor who wants to bury 103 people for 61 million naira? I hope some of them do not get angry and react if the dead can react. What do you have to say in defense? You were Commissioner of Information at the time.
Thank you so much for giving me this right of reply. I've been watching the matter from the sidelines. As you have observed, I'm no longer a Commissioner for Information, but I was part of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration under which these decisions were taken and some of these matters happened. What I would like to say is that, first, the question, has the government done anything wrong by saying that it wants to give mass burial to people whose bodies have not been claimed for almost 3 years? No. Mass burial is not an exclusive phenomenon of Lagos State or any other state. It's a global phenomenon. It is the step to take when you have diseases, clashes. The military are familiar with this. So, and Lagos State government did the right thing, followed the procedure by saying that people should come and collect bodies of their loved ones if they have found their loved ones missing. But the question that I think we should resolve here is that people are confusing mass graves with mass burial. When you say mass graves, you put a lot of bodies in one big hole and cover up. But this is not the case in this. Lagos State government is giving these people decent burial. And these are people, each body will have his own grave, his own paved in concrete, his own coffin, and his own slab, so that several years after, if somebody comes to say, I want to check whether my relation was among the bodies that was buried, could be taken to that grave. These guys are getting a decent burial because this is a job that has been given to a company that you can call Julius Berger of funerals in Nigeria, TOS Funerals. So I do not see why people should now say they want to connect this with the Lekki toll gate incident. But I can understand this is a period of post-election politics. People still cannot come to terms with the fact that they have lost elections and that this is the time for governance. They are suffering from what I think somebody has referred to post-election traumatic hallucinations. But I think that when the government continues to do good governance, they will be cured of that disease. We have had people having meetings all over the place now, some otherwise respectable Nigerians asking our young men to come out. But my message to our young men is that they are using the subsidy matter that the government is addressing now to draw them in and then push them out. But the young people are resisting them and saying that their children must come out first. I remember one Ethiopian proverb that my friend is fond of talking about. The proverb says that a horse can take you to battle, but it can never fight for you. So all the people who are asking our young people to come out because of these things, no concrete evidence, no scientific evidence, people who are averse to scientific reasoning, they are just trying to deceive our people. But the Lagosians are wiser. I haven't seen what the NSAS protests that were very peaceful, that were very well organized, that even Mr. Governor and I joined, Mr. Deputy Governor Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamza joined, carrying placards, until they now use the platform to attack Lagos and destroy so many government property, private individuals' property, and cause confusion all over the place. So the bodies, I insist, the government is not lying about this. They are not from Lekki. They are from so many clashes around that time. Don't forget that days before the Lekki incident, there were clashes in Orile where policemen were lynched. Live, people, we still have the videos all over the place. Policemen were killed. The Akala boys were fighting Fadeyi boys. Bodies were found on those streets. Then in Ikorodu, cultists were fighting for supremacy. In Aja, cultists were fighting for supremacy. In Fagba, there was communal clash. And bodies were picked up from all over these places. And now people are saying that these are bodies that were picked up at Lekki toll gate without any scientific evidence. But one thing that I know is that anybody can come on television to begin to offer and pop, to begin to gesticulate, to begin to dramatize what happened and what did not happen. But the truth is constant. The voice of the people who are telling lies, who are deceiving our people, who are deceptive, their voice is always the loudest because they dwell on populism, and that is what people will want to listen to. They are also noisome, they are also boisterous and vociferous. But the voice of the truth is calm, is gentle. At times it could even be slow, and people may not hear it loudly. But at the end of the day, it is profound. It is firm, because the truth is like gold. Put it in the mug, put it in the gutter, put it anywhere, gold will shine. So at the end of the day, the truth will come out. It's there because it's almost 3 years now. Mr. Biden Sanwo-Olu has not changed anything from what he said when this incident happened. And the question to us is that did Lagos State government follow procedure? Okay. Yes. Right, universal procedure.
Yes, sir.
Advertised in newspapers.
Okay.
In this day on November 20th, the 19th, in Punch on November 18th. That people should come. 3 years after the bodies are still there. They want them to leave the bodies as trophies.
All right, let's talk about that due process, because that's what a number of people are examining with regards to the due process that was followed. Amnesty International, and I think there's a danger about putting a political spin to people asking questions that are relevant when you hear that 103 bodies are due for mass burial. So beyond just people who didn't vote for your party, an organization like Amnesty International have asked that why not conduct an independent and transparent coroner's inquest? Because we hear you, and the statement is very clear from the Lagos state government that these people were from different parts and they were unclaimed, despite the fact that there was a call. So what you're saying is that they're abandoned by their family members. Nobody has come out to claim. Why won't the Lagos state government accept to do an independent and transparent coroner's inquest to these people? I would imagine that the governor, as the father of the state and the chief executive, would be concerned about his citizens. And so that these people who remain nameless or faceless, there's an opportunity to at least ascertain their identity. And you also talk about, in the reports that was released by the Lagos state government, there was also the talk about the jailbreak, Ikoyi prison jailbreak. There must have been a database of those who escaped. How come we don't know the names of those who passed away? There can't be ways to trace it. Then the final thing is that people are asking that why did the Lagos state government keep quiet for 3 years in terms of the numbers that you had 103 dead bodies in your morgues from 2020 NSAS aftermath? Why was this, almost shrouded in secrecy? So this is an opportunity to answer these questions that have come up since that memo was leaked.
Well, let me start from where you stopped. If public notices, announcements were made almost 3 years ago, and we are still talking about secrecy, I do not think that is logical. If the Okuobi panel invited the chief pathologist to come and submit a list of bodies that were found and where they were found and how they died through scientific means, and the man went there, tendered a list, and stated where these bodies were picked up. The Ikoyi prison that you mentioned, it is a universal thing that if you are a prisoner and you are trying to escape, the keepers of the prison gates, they will think that you can kill them, you can attack them. So it's suicidal for any prisoner to attempt a jailbreak. And that was what happened at the Ikoyi prison. And I think over 10 former prisoners died at the incident in Ikoyi prison.
Can they be identified is the question.
Of course, the prison authorities can identify them.
Are they part of the 103?
Lagos state government does not run prisons.
All right. Are they part of the 103?
I believe so.
Right,
they
so
are.
They can be,
yes, and there is data, like I have told you. I have the data to show where each of these bodies were picked up. But you see, there's one thing that I usually say when I'm among fellow journalists like this. What we have not paid attention to, and that is very dangerous in our business, is that everybody wants to grow up to be a Rufai, a Ruben Abati, Ayo, to become a popular analyst. Nobody wants to do reporting anymore. Since this breakout of this matter, I know the kind of reporting that I myself I have done, and I know the number of reporters that I have called that, why are you people sleeping? So if they say that they don't know where these bodies are picked, is that true? It is not true. Why can't people go back to what Professor Bafunwa said at the panel? Is the man still alive? He's still alive. Nobody has spoken with him. Everybody is just putting everything in their conjectural imagination and voicing it out as the facts. What is the scientific reasoning behind all of the things that we are saying? Like I have said, it's all politics. But you cannot, I believe you cannot beat a child and then tell the child not to cry. That is why members of the opposition are trying to use this, hold on to it to begin to drag the government and to begin to cause uprising all over the place. But like I have said...
The Amnesty International one. He hasn't responded. The Amnesty International call for independent coroner's inquest.
In this matter, Amnesty International is not Amnesty International that I used to know. They are not objective. They are not backing whatever they are saying with any scientific evidence or reasoning. Amnesty International itself, the one that I used to know, they could do this investigation and come out with the truth. But I suspect they too, they have been perforated by some external forces. So Amnesty International can just sit down in his office and begin to issue statements and begin to talk without taking any step to find out the truth.
Okay. So let's go back. You said people died at Ikoyi prison jailbreak, right? Mm-hmm. You said 10 people. Or how many people Are you sure about the number of people that died?
No, I'll fetch you my figures right away.
Okay.
I think
I want to know the
have,
number of people that died in Ikoyi prison jailbreak. If you give me the number of people that died in Ikoyi prison jailbreak, for every prisoner that goes into a cell, they document them, isn't it? Why hasn't the Ikoyi prison come to identify some of their documented prisoners that died in the jailbreak?
Maybe they are not interested. I don't know. I can't speak for the prisons.
No, but the
I
whole
can speak for
custody
the
of these
government
people.
of which I was a part.
But the whole custody of the prisoners, and
Correct.
for every prisoner is documented. So if you say they died in the jailbreak, why have they not come to identify? Because this is also, you just also indicted the prisons. Why have they not come to identify their own people they hold in incarceration that died in a jailbreak? Why have they not come to identify these people?
I can, like I said, I don't speak for the prison, but I can imagine what will have happened. Because those guys who escaped, and those guys who died, I can imagine that the keepers of the prison, the warders.
No, but you said they are documented. For you to be in a prison, when you get into a prison,
that's what I'm saying. They are documented.
They document you.
Yes.
And when the number come out, and when they know that there are skirmishes around in the place of people trying to run around, they should be able to come and identify and reach out to the families of the people. So the prisons. So why didn't the prison come?
I do not know how prisons operate.
Okay.
Whether when people die in such circumstances, people who are perpetrating violence, people who are trying to escape, that the prison authorities will first go and identify their bodies and go to their families. Why is it that their families?
My people, now the video now on a new watch really so. On a see what it happen for inside the video. Alright, my people, I would like to end the video for you. Make sure let me know what you all take for the comment section. And if you never subscribe, make sure subscribe so that you don't miss any little gist way I upload. On my battle, I will start. Bye guys, catch my next video. Bye guys.